I'm going to show you a sponging technique now. So I've got some dry card. This is the Sheena stamping card, and I've got just a sponge here. This is an artist sponge, but you could use a sea sponge as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that in half because we don't need a lot of it. And I'm going to use the Beautifully Grunge collection this time, and I'm going to use 53 and 58. So we'll open those up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little piece of each into the tray this time. So put some in the tray there. As you can see, every time I'm doing something with these, I'm not using a lot of the aqua tint at all. You don't need to. And then with the sea sponge or artist sponge, just dab your desired colour and just stamp over. Now you could wet your cardstock first for a totally different effect, but I quite like the effect with it dry. And then once I've got some of that colour on, I can go in with another colour now. So I can build up the colours, and you can just keep going at this until you've got the desired background you want. I mean, this is perfect to put through stencils like this as well. This is another good way to do this. And looking at this, I could have brought a third colour in as well, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick to the two. So I'm going back in again with the other one. And of course, by using a sponge, I'm not contaminating, and it is going to dry quite quickly as well. So I'm just splodging this all over, and this is what they call the sponging technique. Now you can cover it all like that, which once it's dry gives a really nice dense effect, but you do have the effect of the sponge as it dries. Or we can come in with some other paper and go in a bit more with some white space, what I call white space in between, so we can just very palely. So what I've done is I've damped some off on the glass mat so it's not as heavy. So we'll just do some of that on this half of the card so you can see the totally different effects you get. And then we go in again with the other colour, dab a bit off on the sponge, on the craft mat first. And that's just by light, random tapping there with the sponge. So that's the sponge technique. So as I say, you can go in with the heavy colour and cover it all to give that still mottled effect, or you can go with the lighter method, doing a sponging off on the mat first and then onto your paper and leaving some white card behind for a different effect. So that's showing you the sponging effect with your aqua tints.